Hey everybody, I am here with Alma Carino from AmWest. We wanted to talk to her really quickly because we are a new correspondent here at Pacific Lending with AmWest and we are so excited. So thank you so much for being here. We're here in the Irvine office and she was here doing a training really quick, but we wanted to share it with the whole company. So we just really quickly, we wanted to talk with you about the different programs that you have and why we should start using AmWest since we're a new correspondent.
Yes, I'm very excited today to be here with you guys and kind of like briefly share just like the brief advantages of using the programs with AmWest and why you're going to look for me to reach out to me. Far and foremost, I want to be able to just say hello to everybody and know that you can reach out to me because my job is to know the guidelines and how programs are going to be put together for your specific loans. So I don't expect you for me to send you my guidelines and know them. Any questions, please come to me.
I have to say, I call her all the time.
Yes, and that's part of like putting deals together because you're going to come to me and you're going to say, I have this, and you might have one program in thought and we're going to work together and we're going to end up with something else.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm excited about because our non-QM products we've already closed over $1 billion this year. So that's
awesome.
That's big. So most of the time you're going to get people to ask you, are they closing them? What is this non-QM and what does that mean? Semi-stated.
What are the turn times? What are
exactly.
It's going to take me 180 days.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're definitely closing them within 30 days. It all depends on how we partnership together to make sure that you have control of your borrower. Because a lot of times they lag on getting stuff in. So I could close them in 30 days or less if you get everything from the borrower. And we are definitely, closing them and we are delegated with those investors,
awesome.
100%. So it's not like we're going to come back and forth for additional conditions. Obviously, if something comes in and the underwriter still has a question, they're going to come back and ask for something else.
But normal.
The premises of my non-QM programs I wanted to share with you is just a couple of them. The first one is called the Advantage AAA. And this program fits into everything that you might have that falls off of conventional and jumbo.
Okay.
Because it can go up to 49% DTI.
Nice.
It can go up to 100% gift funds on a primary or second home. In this particular program as well, you'll see it's not driven by the primary or second home or investment property. It's LTV and FICO driven. So it's never going to be like because you have an investment property, then this is a max LTV you'll have.
Okay.
It's all the same LTVs, so it's based on FICO. The higher the FICO, the higher the LTV. So in this program, for instance, on a rate in term of purchase, I can go 80%. On a cash out, I can go 70%.
Good.
With a 700 FICO.
And with a 50% or 49% DTI.
Yes, exactly. Still 49%. So I could still. This is the fall off of a conventional or jumbo. So if you have a program, if you have a loan even full doc, we can put it into this, and there's no pricing change. You can still put it in there because you're looking for a 100% gift funds. We'll put it in here because you're looking for a higher DTI, up to 10 finance properties. So it gives you a lot of options that we can do.
Opens up that box
Exactly.
a little more.
It didn't fit these boxes. Now we can put it into the Advantage. And also we have a semi-stated program which we can do for wage earners. The way we document those is we take either the VOE, 2-year VOE, or the pay stubs in W-2. So we're avoiding to do tax returns. This is where we're starting off with the semi-stated.
Okay.
So that's your starting income, and then you go ahead and qualify with all the liabilities and all the other stuff.
Are the debt to incomes pretty standard on those, or is it?
It's like we're looking at the 2-year history, 2-year average of the income on the VOE. So it's still pretty standard to Fannie Mae guidelines.
Okay.
So again, it's everything still following pretty much the guidelines to as we underwrite for full doc, but just now it becomes semi-stated with the VOE
versus full documentation. Okay.
Exactly. And then for self-employed, the way we do it without any bank statements or 4506Ts is that we have 2 options. Again, same pricing. Is option 1 that you do your standard CPA letter. I've been doing their taxes for 2 years. They're report under Schedule C or corporation name, 100% owner, blah blah blah. And then we do a year-to-date P&L, which a lot of other programs may require a full year or the previous year to equal 2 years.
Right.
We're just doing a year-to-date because of where we are in the year.
And does it have to be audited?
No.
That's the other one that gets people is
Yes.
the audited.
Exactly,
P&L.
because they become expensive.
Yeah, those are really expensive.
The only thing that we ask is that the CPA sign that P&L with the borrower. So
Okay.
what we do is we take that P&L, which is your gross income minus expenses. Then you get your net profit divided by the number of months. We just closed October, so then it's divided by 10, and that's your starting income.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That's really easy. But say you have somebody that says, you know, my CPA is just not going to want to sign that P&L. Then the option B, which is still the same pricing, is that we take 2 months bank statements, the latter 2. And then we take that under the worksheet formula, and we give you credit for all of those deposits, and we adjust out any deposits that are not business related. And then we can also do it with the business accounts or personal. Everybody does
Business or personal,
Yeah,
and it's
everybody-
only 2 months, not 12.
Exactly. So a lot less having for the underwriters to document and source.
Yeah.
We're looking at the picture of the last 2 months.
Wow, that's great.
And it's still, again, minimal documentation, what we call semi-stated.
Yeah.
And then we also have this really cool program now that if the loan amount is below 70% LTV and lower, up to $1 million, then we have an appraisal waiver.
Oh, wow.
So you can do an appraisal waiver on a rate and term or a purchase. And again, we don't care if it's an investment property, second home, or primary residence. So it's another great option. Again, no
Wow.
pricing change on that. Is still the big best pricing. We have a 30-year fixed, a 15-year fixed, and a 7/1 program under this program.
Oh, wow.
So
that's
great options for the borrower that wants to do longer term or shorter term. For instance, on our 7/1, our pricing right now starts at 5.375
That's
for
great.
the rate, and then depending on your FICO, the less, the higher the FICO, the less hits, obviously.
Right, yeah. So the program that I really like is the investor program.
Yes.
So can you talk, I'm really, really digging that right now.
Okay.
So can you talk about that really quick?
Yes, it's a simpler way to qualify somebody that's an investor that has a lot of properties. Standardly, you're going to take somebody who owns a lot of investment properties and put it on a schedule of real estate, and you're going to have all these properties that either cash flow negatively or positively, and at the end of the day, it might help
Be
them qualify
detrimental or
not. Obviously, yes. So what we do is, and rather than doing all that, we look at that one property individually to qualify based on the debt coverage ratio, and as long as it qualifies positively, we have a debt coverage ratio of 1.15 to the PITI. As long as it's positive to that, then we can go ahead and do the loan just on that property.
And it's on the full rent, right? Not the 75% that other people will look at. Like when we do a conventional, if we're looking at an investment property, the rent we take at 75%
Right.
versus
right.
the 100% rents that they're actually receiving.
Right, but we're going to do 2 things. We're going to still require the appraisal survey, and the underwriter's going to look
survey.
at that,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're going to take the lease, copy of the lease, and then the underwriter's going to compare it to you to make sure that market rents to where the property is being
So
rented
they're
makes
not
sense.
saying that, oh, you're getting 500 right now and you're going to get 15,000.
Yeah, and then we'll take that amount.
Right.
But the debt coverage ratio is in lieu of the 75%.
Okay.
It's just the formula is different.
Right. And we were working it out the other day on one of mine, and it's really easy to do. It's just a matter of dividing by 1.15.
Yeah, and exactly. So it just makes it, especially for a lot of borrowers out there who are investors, we are able to help them out by, maybe they want to cash out. Oh, and there's no seasoning. So say today they closed on a hard money loan because they just had to get this great deal. They can go ahead and cash out tomorrow. So there's no seasoning requirement on that
Wow,
program
that's
as well.
great.
Yeah. So
The other thing that I really liked is that you're really not looking at anything else per
Yes.
se. You're looking
Yes.
at their credit report, but only for the scores, right?
yes.
Not for their debts.
Oh no, we are going to calculate their debts, right? Because we're used to qualifying what other debts are in the credit report.
Okay.
Revolving debt,
Okay.
installment debt, that kind of thing. So that is because it's part of the qualifying.
Okay.
It's just that their starting income is just based on that rent for that
Ah.
subject property.
Okay, that makes sense.
Right,
Got it.
right.
Okay, well, I really like that program. Honestly, it's something that I'm working at Angle on a lot of different deals.
Yes, especially today with the rates going up, we have to help out these borrowers. We
Yeah,
definitely
and
do.
people trying to qualify for investment properties, rates are going up, and I know we looked at rates for that program for my customers, and they were very similar to regular standard rates. So it's
Exactly.
not-
We're not definitely,
not
we're not
anything
hard,
crazy.
anywhere near my hard money rates. We're still you're going to be either in the mid 5s or low 6, depending on what you have going on.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Anything else we need to know being a new person working with AmWest?
The advantages of being correspondent, again, to remind everybody, what's really exciting about it is that you can order your own appraisals. So you're going to
That's
order
great.
your own appraisals, you're going to do your own disclosures, where our team is there to help you to review the disclosures that you guys prepare. We're already working with a couple of the ladies who are amazing. Everybody in the company's been so amazing and smart. So it's just a matter of like adding tools for, to help you to get it going. And then when you draw your docs, we're going to help you with drawing your docs and
That's
funding the
awesome.
loans. Yes. So
That's really great.
Yes.
We are very excited